Hello and welcome back, friends, to our Ackdarian game, where we are trying to survive this complete mess that we've gotten ourselves into. Mostly our own fault. Not completely our own fault, you know. We're not playing that good for the aggressiveness of the AI that we've put ourselves up against, and it's not fun. If we look up here, these guys are at 43%. A whole bunch is gonna have to happen to start pushing him down. And as you can see, we're not in last, but we're nowhere near the leaders. We're the first of the people who aren't even close. That's our position. First of the not even close. So how are we going to do this? The first thing is, it was pointed out to me that there is something you can do with a newly conquered planet in the comments. Thank you very much. That will instantaneously give you full assimilation with them, and that is to use your taxes to overtax them and force them to rebel, because you get a big chunk of assimilation every single time they rebel. Now, this is a great tactic. I tested it in a different game that I'm playing on my own, and yeah, it works. And it basically flips their economy immediately. But after having explained that it's a thing you can do, I'm actually not going to bother, because even though our economy is bad, I don't want to kill people on this planet. I want this planet to grow. And because I accidentally put Buscarans on the other planet, it will not reach 100% assimilation until the Buscarans here do anyway. So we're going to do something different. Something just straight up simple you can do. We're going to put our taxes on manual, and we're going to lower them to 0. That will maximize the amount that they like us, and that will make their assimilation happen faster. We also have to make sure that we have built a space station above the planet, because it will have a medical center on it. Yes, and that will increase the happiness of the people below. Now let's go to our other horrid mess of a planet. Let's just put this on because it makes it easier to see which one it is. At the end of last episode, we basically told everybody to get off here, but these guys will not get off until they assimilate, because that's just how it works. So getting them off here doesn't really matter that much. They're unhappy, they're unsuited to the planet. It's awful. It's awful. I should have manually selected them, but you know, I didn't think it would pick the Buscarans because it seemed weird, but they're like the only people we have who have any suitability here, which is why the AI picked it. If I had handled it manually, I would have picked people who wouldn't have been unassimilated, but you know, there's not much I could do about that. Not much. Oh, we're not on the right planet anymore, because we never clicked through. So what are we going to do with this world? What are we going to do with this world? Well, first of all, these guys will assimilate quite quickly if we just do the exact same thing with them. 0 their taxes, build them a space station, which will give them a little bit more happiness on the planet. And that should get these guys through fast. There's nothing we can do about them. They're going to go as fast as they go. When this technology is finished, that will be better, but we can't really fix anything about that right now. We're going to go up here and we're going to look at our research bases, and we're going to say, okay, research bases. So there's one here in Hermes here. It's got danger near it. Let's see how near the danger is. Oh, it's literally right beside it. So I'm going to grab my strongest fleet, and I'm just going to tell them to attack this Gravlex, and then I'm going to tell them that they can also engage with anything else that is nearby when they get here. Just that way they'll keep attacking even the ones on the other side of the planet. At least that's how it should work, I hope. Minus 90,000. It'll get better. This will get better faster than it seems like it will. We have planets that we want to settle here, but the thing about these 3 planets, well, you can't see them because we don't run on suitability. The thing about these planets we want to settle is that they are all for people who are not assimilated, so we will not hit them up until they're assimilated. We will settle these 2 orange 20s. Technology will pretty quickly bring those over, and then the last thing we want to do is we're going to go to our planets and do something that's really important, but that I usually put off. And that is, we are going to tell the planets who can live there and who can't, based on their suitability. So, I mean, we could do don't accept, because that's fine. No and no. We're done yet? We're done. Look at that. So this should cause this problem to just degrade over time. There's not really much to do about it. We do have to remember, though, once it starts to stabilize, we will have to go in and turn their taxes back on, because we do want them to pay taxes eventually. No, that's a lot closer. That's actually next to a planet that I technically own. That's okay. That's a little disturbing, actually, that Hari fleet is that close, because we're not really strong enough to deal with them. Okay. We saw a fleet there for a second, and I wanted to mouse over to see how strong it was, but we missed that opportunity. We missed that opportunity, sadly. Yeah, for a while we're just going to be waiting for our economy to get back online. It's okay. We're still making so much bonus money that our money is going up rather than going down. Realistically, the fastest we're going to see any real big changes is when that Boscaran diplomacy tech is finished. That's about when we should start to see things get completed. And I probably should leave myself watching the world here so that we can see when we're ready to send out those desert planets we want to do. Watching, no, not that button, this one. So these are ticking up pretty fast now that we've gone on to full-on happiness plan. And as you can see, it is pushing the amount of money that we're overspending every month downwards, which is exactly what we need to happen. In the long run, this will be good for us. It'll be good for us in the pretty short run, too. I'm not too concerned, because as long as the number stays negative, it doesn't really matter if I'm making minus 80 or minus 30. As long as my money is going up and my economy keeps functioning, I'm not really in a state where I'm going to be able to build much of anything anyway, because I am too concerned about how badly things are going. But as these guys sort of peter out, they will cause their planets to start making having less and less corruption and having less and less problems. They'll be happier and happier, which will cause them to make us more money, and then we can put their taxes back on, and when we put their taxes back on, they can start really participating. And when they start really participating, we're probably only going to have a small amount of shortfall that we need to deal with. There is a way that I could have fixed them if I had done it instantaneously, but the fact that I unpaused last game after they landed on the planet basically made it impossible, and that is, I could create a colony ship, take the Boscarans off, and then, I don't know, retire it. Those Boscaran population would disappear into nowhere, and the game doesn't recognize retiring a colony ship as killing 50,000 people, so we don't get any of the bad effects that we would get if we just clicked on exterminate them. That is also something that I won't do, but that you could do in your game if that's the kind of stuff that you like to do, and I just thought I would bring it up in case you do, because that does work as well. You could just pull them right back off the planet and make the ship disappear. So what is our next step? As soon as we have stabilized our economy, we will build lots of fleets. Those fleets will be used to attack these Ikaru. We're going to have to overwhelm them as quickly as possible, because we need to expand the number of colonies we have as fast as we can in order to push down the leader. That's the only real way out we have. As you can see, as time passes, the money is going down and down and down. That's because of us assimilating all those guys. Let's just go through again and check if our guys are assimilated yet. So 68% chance, 68% assimilation on the main planet of Boscarans. And on our mixed diet world, we have our Mortallans done. 50% on those Boscarans there. And the guys on the top are almost finished. So pretty soon, we should be able... Pretty soon, we should be in better shape. We'll grab this, though, because they keep asking me for it. Basically, the primary thing we're waiting for is that technology. As I said before, when the technology clicks off, the Boscarans will start to transfer over at, I think... That's the third one, so 60%. Oh, maybe the third one doesn't even do that. Maybe I'm doing this for nothing. No, it does, okay. It just didn't show it up there. I'm like, am I wasting my time researching this technology? Okay, so our guys have cleared that out, so we can get that new research base. And very quickly, our money is going back into line. It's pretty soon going to be better than it has been in multiple episodes. We are starting to get a better economy number, something that looks more realistic for this stage in the game. It's not great. It could be way, way better. Good. I'm going to go to the humans and be like, yo, guys, I would love to negotiate a deal with you. He's not yours? Is there other humans stealing stuff from me? Oh no. Gotta scroll down. See how much money they have? It will take literally all the money they have. That'll do. Thank you. Free money is free money. It should make them like me better. Yep, let's put us to green neutral, which is better than what we were at. Okay. Show me. Where is this? My lack of happiness is expressed by the strange noises I'm making. Oh, they want a restricted trade agreement. We will absolutely accept that. That could help us a lot with our economic problem. Let's again go through our colonies and see if we can figure out where we're at. So our Boscarans are 75%. I, again, did this mostly because it was going to be a while anyway before this cleaned itself up, and I just didn't want to push their population down. I would rather that their population goes up. These guys are ready, though, for colonization, so we're going to grab this planet and this planet. Right? Yeah, anything else? Looks like no. Thought there was another planet last time. Suitability. Priority. Suitability. What? Okay, I guess somebody else colonized one. Nothing I can do about that. It's gonna happen inevitably anyway. Let's see where these are. They're both pretty much inside my systems. At a distance from capital. That's alright. Let's look at what we're gonna do here. Enhanced transport, enhanced commerce. I'm going to buy desert colonization will help me, and I buy this, and I buy this. I think that will do. Then we're going to go up to weapons, and we are going to purchase the next weapon technology. That'll be our first technology on that tier. And I'm thinking maybe we grab this, and then we look at that, which afterwards will be our highest technology. And if we get through this whole queue without it taking 50 million years, I think we'll do our next hull upgrade. We're still in a position where we want to be crashing everything, because crashing is basically where all of our research is coming from. Take me to the location so that I can immediately investigate it, so that we get a crew on it. And then dismiss this, click on this and tell them, hey, retire please. I thank you. Let's keep at it. Teekins down here. This is, I thought this was the other Ikaru, but it's not. This is the Hakonish. I wonder where the other Ikaru are then. Over here maybe, or is that part of the, I don't know, but we do have a direction to go in probably. Hopefully we can, looking at our victory conditions, we can see the Teekins and the Ikaru are above us. But not so much that I think it would be impossible to fight them. These guys are these guys, which we could also fight. Enhanced troops. So transport systems, let's just immediately crash this, because we're crashing everything. And let's check our planets once more, just to see where we're at. Once these guys are out of their, you know, we could probably put their taxation back on. It's not worth it to put the taxation on until they're fully done. Once they're fully done, we'll put the taxes back on, but until then, they can stay untaxed. We're not really saving ourselves by putting taxes on them while they're still trying to assimilate. Did I not do this? I remember doing this. Oh, well. Good luck. 71% on the other planet. That's good. Again, we ain't fighting those guys because we want them to weaken our neighbor and our and the game leader. Is water planets important to me compared to the other ones? I don't think that it is. I think deserts are a type of planet we'll get a lot more of. We should actually check, though. Let's go to deep ocean. We're only aware of one. So from there, we can go to ocean. We're only aware of one. Rocky desert. Lots. It's probably better to do this by the groupings, because then we'll see more planets at once. Yes, and then we want to go to suitability. That's not who we're looking for. We're looking for Mortallons. We got 1, 2, 3. So we got 1, 2, 3. Actually, 2 planets that Mortallons will be able to settle that we can't currently. Yeah, just 2 planets from desert. Look at Ackdarians. 1 planet from oceans. Let's look at Xenox. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tons of planets from the next ice technology. And I suppose we should not ignore our disgusting bug buddies. Where are they? Should not ignore. Oh, we didn't. We didn't ignore them. Okay. Okay. Do suitability for Xenox, and then if we come down their list, we should start seeing the other kinds of planets. This is a forest planet, which means it's already got 1 tech in it. Yeah. That's fine. Nothing else is even really close. But then again, the whole of our gameplay at this time is praying that we do not get destroyed and flipping through this until we see that these come through. This one will come through first. Once he's through, we will start taxing him again. Just go to the end of the colony list, looking for places that do not yet have their buildings built. All right. Check up here and see we have this. It's way over there. It is way out of range. We have met new pirates. I am just going to take a protection agreement because of where it is in the game, like how late in the game it is. Accept that deal. Get out of here. Just don't want to deal with them. I could start stealing from them again. But I think we're going to stay on our defensive stance for now. I'm just going to check my exploration ships. We have lost some of those. And I'm going to check my construction ships. They seem to be doing fine. They seem to be doing fine. Let's go out here to this. To start grabbing things in range that seem like they might be worthwhile. There's not much. So we're down to minus 56,000, which is pretty good, all things considered. Just all my stuff getting attacked up there. I would like to kill that thing, but that will require me to be better than I am. Stronger than I am. Okay. Here we go. It's about to 100%. I mean, it's kind of like watching paint dry, but still, it's happening. It's happening. As soon as we see that 100%, we're going to click this button. Right here. 100%. Automate. Bring us in some taxes. Suddenly 16,000 instead of minus whatever. Big oh, jeez. Actually, they're sorry when they're on their own. We're not. The whole universe is being destroyed by the hive. That's something that we have little that we can do anything about. Let's go through the list and check the last planet that we're waiting for assimilation on. Did we zip past it without low? Nope, that's not it. It's this one. 87%. It's getting there. just trying to make ourselves stronger. Stop killing our ships. It's not fun. Well, it is fun, actually. It's actually very much perfectly fun. I have no problem with them trying to kill our ships. That's how the game goes. We want to, we just passed them. No, we didn't. That's the one that I always think is them, but it's never actually them. Desert colonization researched. All right. All right. That's gonna happen really soon. I think, just so I don't have to stare at it, we're gonna let them get their last 7% without the joy of overwhelming happiness. That should also help our money right away a little bit. What else were we gonna do? Not as much as I was hoping. So we're still minus 21,000. 24,000 apparently. With that stuff all done, we need to find money someplace. Just a minute ago there were more of these, but obviously they're getting picked up, which sucks. There's not much I can do when they get picked up faster than I can finish text to get them. I could try this just in case there's something out there that's better for them. I guess we take that because we really don't have the choice to we really don't have the ability to not take whatever we can. We're gonna buy that as well. It can probably wait till after though, and we'll also buy this and it can wait till after. Yeah, okay. Not great. Not great. I don't think we're going to be able to stabilize with the colonies available to us. I'd really hoped we would. A lot of our planets are still just too small. Maybe that we might have to start manually taxing some of these planets. That will do, I guess. If we go through and we manually tax these guys, let's see if we fix any of them that way. Especially these ones whose development is really high. What kinds of things can make our economy go better? Systems governance might help us. Problem is we're waiting for population. It's always a problem, especially when you're depending on slow breeders like Xenox. We're just literally always waiting for population. So we've got planets now, but we're waiting for them to be populous enough to save us. Medical facilities and recreation facilities. Medical facilities can help. I'm pretty sure they go up by level, so we can add better medical facilities to make it so everybody has a higher tax bracketing. It's 150 medical rating, 125 medical rating. I don't know if these actually increase the happiness. We'll just have to hope. We'll leave it down there. It can happen. Actually, no, we won't. We'll put it after the new weapons techs. There we go. Okay, so we're down to 17. Down to 17. Hopefully this helps out a lot. Yeah, let's look at our designs and make sure that our main spaceports have full medical centers on them. They don't. So should send out a wave of retrofits, which will give us a tiny bit more happiness. Yeah, it's not great. That costs us money. Other things I could do, I could start putting terraformers down. In the short term, that'll make everything cost more, but in the long term, it will make everything... let's crash this. So we can start getting those building upgrades out. Did we forget to tell the Mortallans to leave? Is that why they're still here? No, we told them to leave. It's just not happening. It's fine. Sometimes people are obstinate about leaving. What a perfect time for a government change. What a perfect time for a government change. It has stirred things up, though. The economy is actually better than it's ever been. It's actually pretty cool. Fine, I'm just gonna build these, because even though I don't really want them, it gets them to stop coming up. Oh god. Okay, now we can crash this. Okay. Now, every single planet in the queue. Every single planet in the queue. This is gonna cause some lots of money loss. We're gonna lose some money, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. Guys, we got this. We got this. You just reset. You just reset. You just reset. Everybody's resetting. Wince. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it could get worse in a couple of seconds. That's how things go. Oh, there it is. There's the couple of seconds I was waiting for. That's what we were waiting for. All right. Let me see here. Suitability for Xenox. Look at this. New worlds. Build all these. And these two. And this. Also this one. Good job, Xenox. Look at you. You are basically becoming the primary population of our empire, and sadly you reproduce very slowly, which means you're not going to help us right away, but we will stabilize, and when we stabilize we can start actually making moves. Let's look at victory conditions. They went down by 1%. Oh, they went down by 1%. That's the right direction. They went in the right direction. After this, we might actually be able to build ships worthy of going to war with our southern neighbors. Oh, geez, that could actually turn this game around. I know, this episode has been so very, very just straight economy development. Once all these buildings are built, I bet we're profitable. I bet we're profitable once the buildings are built. I'm actually kind of getting really excited to be profitable for the first time in this whole game. Those buildings... Also, this will help us a lot too. Things are finally turning around. It's 8:42. That's a little late in the game to be celebrating just getting to 0. But I don't think it's going to stay at 0 for long. I think once these buildings start getting built, we're going to have a good time of it. Show this to me. Hello, new planet. You can build a planetary administration facility. Thank you. Stability is finally coming, and when stability comes, we're gonna actually be able to make use of our damned research benefits. That's wild. It's actually straight up wild. Like, guys, thank you so much, Empire. Please, 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 please. Please, Empire. Empire curve, please. Please start working out. Oh, Jesus. It's a 0. Look at that 0. It's a 0. And it's unlike the previous zeros where I like, oh, it's 0 for a few seconds. I actually think this is the 0 that matters. We're making 150 million cash flow per year. Our bonus income is 400,000. Our private economy is only at 500,000, but you know, they don't need much more than that. Yeah, I'll take the money back, thanks. Oh, that helped our 0 turn back to being white. Things are not so bad as they were. We are at 21 colonies. 21 colonies. This is super exciting. Yeah, our cash flow is plus or minus 0. Of course, there's... Oh, our bonus income just... Oh, no, it just jumps all over the place. It's fine. Look at that state economy starting to actually go up to where it's looking somewhat not terrible. Let's look at our funding levels. Facility mate... Oh, geez, that's fine. Look at this. Money is going into these, finally. Look at this. They're getting money. A lot of our facilities have finished building, but many of them haven't, and as more of them build, things will get better. We need to go through and make sure people don't go to bad planets again. We should probably do it quickly before people start deciding they want to live on bad planets again. So everything worse than this, I think. So we want to take this, and we want to apply this to all volcanic colonies. I want to take this and apply it to all ice colonies. Take this and apply it to all ice tundra colonies. Don't think we got any. What's ice tundra? Ice tundra. What else do we got down here? We can see that this is a desert savanna, and this is a desert savanna. These have been changed, so we need to find a desert savanna someplace. Is this also a desert savanna? Oh, that's a rocky desert. We need to find a desert savanna and a rocky desert. This is a desert savanna, I believe. That's a rocky desert. That's not the same thing, but it will do. And then we want to just check. I guess we don't have any rocky desert savannas. These are new. All right. Well, no Ackdarians, no Beskarians. You guys can be there. You guys can be there. No squid faces and no xenoxes, and apply it to the other one as well. There we go. It's so much faster once you have those set to get those cleaned up. So much better. Look at us. Actually having science that isn't, well, I mean, it's not good. It's not good at all, but it could be worse. It could be worse. So we want to just build our building here, and then we want to go to the nearest planet of the same type, which is ice tundra, and just say, hey buds, could you please give them your colonization priorities? There we go. Oh, my heart is aflutter. A whole bunch of better colonization is happening. Let's look up here. Let's look up here at new potential colonies. Is there's going to be a whole bunch of new ones, I hope. Let's go to 4 more talons here. Okay, no, those guys are... okay, no, it didn't. Okay, I guess... Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping that at least somebody would threshold. That's too bad. Pretty sure these guys have basically the exact same habitability. We got a bunch over that are beyond our range. Okay, let's just continue to take advantage of our one main asset, which is, oh my god, it's plus 400. It was, I saw it. I saw plus 400, okay? It may not have lasted long, but it existed. It literally existed. It's not gonna last because we're gonna start building fleets that we can't afford. Things are definitely looking up. Don't think we're gonna find much use out of this. But we still have plenty of money to crash every single technology that comes through. Oh, we're getting closer and closer to being able to make ourselves some ships for doing ship stuff with. Let's take a look at our funding levels. 0 reserves. Our facility maintenance is not nearly high enough. So we want to pause here for a second. This here is too high. This needs to be a bit higher. This needs to be a lot higher. Minus that. Plus that. Right? Yes. Good. Okay, potential amount is more than available. It could take 36 and it's getting 13. I mean, it used to be getting 0. Right? It used to be getting 0. So our expenses are met here, finally. That feels good. This is still all over the place, but getting better. Getting better all the time. Our research is nowhere near cap, but it's way closer than it has been at any other point in time in the entire game. So that sort of changes the way we feel about some stuff that we've been avoiding. Like, for example, the technologies related to making your research better, which we've been avoiding because they make me sad. Like this. Do we want to start buying these? Like, just all of them? I think so. Could hit galactic diplomacy. Hit up sector governance. It's not a bad thing. Yeah. And then inside of all of this, we can put in this. Oh, that's one hell of a queue. It's one hell of a queue, but as bold as that might seem, it's starting to feel possible and worthwhile to actually, do stuff with our money. Look at that. Look at that money. No, that's fine. That's what their job is. They can fight that. Look at this. We can rebalance this a bit. Right? We don't want it to be perfect, but we do want the maximum amount of money that we can be putting into colony development to going into colony development. Yeah, the potential is more than is available. Yeah, not surprising. But our science is finally at its potential. We are finally getting there. What does that mean? Our next step... It makes me sad. It just makes me sad. Once these new ship upgrades are ready for us, we are going to do a full ship upgrade, and then we are going to build fleets and finally go to war with the frickin' guys below us. These guys. I have been avoiding talking about the need to go to war with them for so long. This isn't even... it's always worth it. I'm like, this isn't worth it. Yes, it is, because it's proportional. It's proportional. So it's always worth it. This is soon. We could skip that. What you say? Why would we skip that? Because these guys are actually, we have another target since we built this planet here, right? What do you think about this? I bet these guys aren't as strong as us. Let's see, they're below us in position, right? Yeah. Quite a lot. They're actually the last place people. Mind you, some of that is probably because, yeah, we may consider Volptier to be the center of a new southern empire. Southern section of the empire, yeah. That's interesting. We're gonna think about that. We may attack these guys, we may. How strong is this fleet that we can actually see? 6,000 and 18,000. So that feels pretty realistic for them. Just considering, how the game goes, feels pretty realistic that they'd be around there. Our fleets aren't actually that good. Like, we haven't really done anything with them in a while, and they're like 11 and 13, so that seems pretty realistic. Maybe they have some fleets that are like double that. It'd be like 36,000. We can probably build 36,000 fleets once we get through this this queue. I am going to change something though. I'm going to put this up here like that because I want my ship hull size upgrade. Now that I feel like my technology can actually happen, I feel like it's time. It's time. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming along for the ride while we recovered our economy. It has been a long road. These guys have been pushed down by 2%. Just my understanding of how this works tells me that that's mostly me. See how big this is now? This territory expansion from number of colonies, that's stripping proportionate victory points from them as my colonies go up relative to theirs. I actually almost have more colonies than them now. Now, my economy and my population are horribly behind, but they will also get better now. That's starting to be my very small-sized empire persistence methodology of playing is somehow coming through again, even though I doubted it for much of the series so far. It is possible that if the leader continues to trend down, I can actually start to win. I know that sounds absurd, but it is possible, and I hope that you will join me for it, or for my inevitable, yes, that's right, I used that word, defeat here while we play our Ackdarian Empire in Distant Worlds 2. Oh jeez. I just do not believe we can get through this.